This is a quick video in my Buddha mode about why I'm actually not talking about finance anymore. So right now I'm literally wearing this pajama because it looks like I'm a Buddha over just some random shirt because it's a bit cold outside. So don't judge my appearance. And most importantly, I'm going to talk about a phrase which I'm just now starting to understand after hearing it so many times and from so many like quote-unquote enlightened people and people who have a really deep philosophical and life understanding. The phrase is as above, so below. It's something that I'm sure you heard many times, and I've definitely heard many times, and I believe that this phrase alone can take decades to fully study and understand. It's under the basic yin-yang principles of the life force and the laws of the not the solar system, not the galaxy, but the mega universe. So there's just some laws which we are just starting to discover right now, and it's quite possible that there were older generations, in the ancient times, who had better understanding of some basic laws of the universes that are way better than us. I'm sure you guys heard of stories of how, for example, they found some really old objects, like an old Japanese sword, which cannot be replicated today because the metal understandings and the way they were made and forged was way above and beyond today's standards and knowledge about metals and their abilities and principles and how you forge stuff. And as, for example, Roman concrete, the concrete that Romans used way forever, like 2,000 years ago, is a better formula, a better recipe than most concrete buildings use today. And you see buildings barely lasting 50 years, 100 years if you're lucky. And yet you have the Roman Colosseum, which is around for 2,000 years, and their concrete formula just way better. And then you have the Greek fire, which the recipe is forever lost. You have some metal bell, which was, I think, found in America, which was a combination, basically an alloy of two metals, which by today's standards are impossible to combine. Yet a bell's there, and it's like 3,000 years old or something, and or just very old. I think maybe 5,000 years old. I don't know. I'm just talking from my memory here with zero research, as you guys might have learned already. So like this bell was found in some ancient ruins or something, and it's like inside this rock fossil. Which is guaranteed, like, I don't know, super mega old. Yet the bell and the material, the metal that this bell is made out of, is some alloy which is impossible to make. It's just not possible. The two metals in this bell that conceive this bell are just cannot chemically bond together. No way possible in today's knowledge of science. I really believe with my current knowledge that we have this view that we are like at the edge of science and that we have all this knowledge, but do we actually have knowledge? I mean, for crying out loud, we were like at the edge of science, yet like thousands of people die of hunger like every week, yet we still have wars, yet we still kill each other, and it's like it just makes no sense. So back to the original question, why I'm not talking about finance. As I'm starting to discover some things about my life of people around me, the society, and the more I learn about finance, the more I learn of what a big fat lie it is. And I'm sure I sound like every other crypto YouTuber which quit crypto because they got sick of it. But yes, that's one reason of it. Some people might call it capitulation if you're into finance, and I just gave up on because it got too hard. That's probably a factor too, but at the same perfect timing, I also end up learning about some other things. And for example, there's always a story about how something was meant for one person, and somebody was supposed to give money to this person, yet by some magic fate or plot twist, this house or this inheritance or this money just ends up in a totally random direction, and this random ass person ends up this giant fortune. Now I ask you this, do you believe that that person did anything special to earn that? Like actually working hard or studying college or investing really hard or studying cryptocurrency, studying stocks, or it was just meant to be for that person to have money? So the more I'm learning about the balance of some forces which even scientists struggle to understand, and obviously I'm just scratching the surface here and just barely dipping my toes into the hippie universe, into the universe of spirituality, into the universe of well-being, health, healing, and just being very like here now, happy, or free, financially free, free from judgments of other people, free from world events and all these scary news, free from YouTube, movies, video games, porn addiction, and so on, and just not stuck in things that are distracting me, not stuck in short-term drugs, but actually enjoying the long-term solutions. I'm just really learning the fact that money is important, but in like number 15 or number 50 on the list of things that are important in my life. And I'm saying this after watching about an hour or so, hour and a half, or a 2.5 hour video that happens to be in Serbian, but of this super like old dude that looks like he's 20, but he's like 90 or something. And I don't know his age, but he has this super long like gray hair, but like his face is just beautiful and looks just as young as my face. And it's like that guy's just talking about life. I'm like, wait, like just looking at the guy and listening to the guy, I was like, wow. Like everything he says just has such deep meaning. It's like he obviously has something right about life. I mean, if the dude's like really, really old, seems really happy, like his face is absolutely relaxed. You don't see like any wrinkles, and you don't see any stress in him. You just see him talking like even when he's talking about negative things, he's just talking about them as if they don't matter. You just realize like maybe that dude has something important I should listen to. And you start listening to what this, important, old, smart, wise man that looks young and looks fresh is talking about. You're like, wow, like that's actually inspiring. And that actually did inspire me to make this video. And a specific thing he did mention was, yeah, there's a bunch of important things, but money's not one of them. And like it should be definitely on your list, but not if it's less than number 15, you got life wrong. You fucked up. You're going the wrong direction here. You lost your way, bro. So yeah, money is important, but maybe like in between 15 and 50, as he mentioned on the to-do list of important things in this lifetime. And yeah, that's my very long, semi-enlightening answer of why I'm not talking about finances. The other day, my close friend, that's a really, really big YouTuber, was like, but bro, it's like, aren't you worried that like you won't have enough money in a year from now? I'm sure you got a bunch of money in your cryptocurrency holdings right now. And yes, I am still holding a lot of most of my net worth in cryptocurrencies because it's better than banks. It's not like I have a better option. So yeah, I do believe in crypto. I just don't want to give my energy to it at this moment. He's like, yeah, but aren't you not worried a single bit? Like you will run out of this money you have right now. I mean, you will run out of money sooner or later. I'm like, no, I'm not worried at all. Like if and when I need more money, I'm sure it will find its way to me. And yes, I'm gonna put my life as a test on like make it a scientific test study, and let's see. I'm gonna just live a happy life, focus on health, go hike mountains, go research ancient sites, go to some sacred grounds, sacred hills or something, learn to meditate, learn to consume really, really healthy foods, to respect foods and consume them properly, learn to eat only the amount that my body needs and not, be hungry for food as most of us are hungry for money. And yeah, when something's meant to be, and if I need to buy something, I will have money that will somehow make its way to me to buy that when and if I need to buy something that you just cannot get from any other way. You just have to purchase it. So I guess welcome to my experiment, my year-long, lifelong experiment, which didn't even know I'm part of. But yes, I guess since you're watching, I guess it must be an experiment. So welcome, and let's see if this actually works, because right now I am putting my money where my mouth is, and this is what I believe. So I'm gonna actually start acting on this belief and speaking this belief, and let's see if the laws of manifestation will respect me while I respect them. So welcome to my experiment, guys. Thank you for being here.